Pioneer, godfather, innovator of color photography are just a few of the titles associated with photographer William Eggleston. Born in 1939 in Memphis, Tennessee, Eggleston would eventually transform the documentation of color photography around the world in the late 1960s. Although attending three colleges, Vanderbilt, Delta State College, and the University of Mississippi, he never graduated college. Instead, he was self-taught. He was inspired by and learned from the works of photographers Robert Frank, Henry Cartier-Bresson, and Walker Evans. Because many photographers and critics believed color photography could not be used for fine art, his images were a risk. Fellow photographer Walker Evans once stated, "Color photography is vulgar." At a time when color photography and the process of dye transfer was seen as tools for commercial prints, tourists, or the fashion industry, Eggleston's work legitimized color photography as fine art. His photographs transform ordinary, trivial, and mundane subjects into captivating moments. There's a sense of familiarity and awe. His work is considered democratic because he photographs the world around him. It's been said that his large format prints monumentalize everyday subjects. Everything is equally important, every detail deserves attention. He shot with a Leica camera like many other photographers at the time, including his role models. He spent time watching photos get developed in a lab in Memphis and gathered inspiration. But his method was different from commercial labs. Kodak dye transfer process brings rich color tones. At the time, it was also the highest costing printing process. Each print cost several $100s and took 3 days to print. He switched to a more fashion-focused printer in New York who had experience with color. Dye transfer allows the practitioner the best control compared to other photochemical processes. This allowed Eggleston to control and work with any and every color. His photos often have a hidden story or inspiration and take a dark turn. For example, in this photo of the girl lying on the grass with a camera in hand, she's high on Quaaludes. His shrill use of exaggerated hues make for eerie, mysteriously artistic photos. Some of his most famous work is included here. He keeps most of his photos untitled, adding to the mystery of his art. In this photo of a young boy pushing a grocery cart, Eggleston captures a golden beam of light sweeping across his face. This is one of his first color photos ever taken. In the next photo, Eggleston shoots an ordinary scene in a southern town, but turns it beautiful with the exaggeration of colored flags and banners hung above a man walking towards the gas station. Another largely famous work of his is the red ceiling photo. There's such an intense hue of red, with different dimensions filling the room. The corner of the room, the edge of a door frame, the 3 wires hanging by a single bulb, and a Kama Sutra poster, all add to the mystery and intensity of this photo. Because many photographers were still shooting black and white, it was a stimulating photo. Eggleston revolutionized color photography as art. He has written guides which have in turn inspired a new generation of color photographers. Our relationship to color may be very different today, if not for Eggleston's use of dye transfer for artistic purposes. At a time when no one was looking for artistically colored images, he produced ones that no one will ever forget. Today, his works are found in museums around the globe. He still lives in Memphis, Tennessee, and has a love for photography.